Waking up and immediately going to work is not enjoyable for anyone really. Today I immediately woke up around 9:30ish after only getting 2 hours of sleep because my sleep schedule is fucked right now. And I immediately went to work. I worked about 10 and a half hours and then went to the gym for about an hour 15 and then proceeded to then drive again for another hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. I'm exhausted. My schedule is kind of fucked up right now. What I'm trying to say is that living like this is not optimal, it's not fun, and it's not sustainable. And I don't really know how to deal with it. I'm kind of in the situation where I have to work long hours to make enough money, and I also have to stream long hours and find hours to edit videos, and also still find time to be a person and be a human who needs rest and sleep. Recently, my sleep schedule is just completely demolished. I'm getting maybe 3 hours of sleep before I wake up, and then I'm awake for another 8 hours, and then I fall asleep for hour, 2 hours maybe, and then I immediately wake up, go to work. I don't know what to do. I'm really struggling to not use my gummies to go to sleep, but you know what? If that's what I got to do, that's what I got to do. Along with that, it's it's to a point where I look at my schedule and I look at the success I gain from it in terms of numbers, in terms of subscribers, in terms of people reacting and commenting and whatever. And I see that the the time I'm spending on the game or on my Adobe just editing videos and whatnot, it's reflecting very positively. So I'm in this feedback loop where the more time I spend grinding, the more results I get, which is how that's supposed to go. But in my case, the fact that I'm grinding this and also grinding at work, two grinds that are both necessary, it doesn't leave me with enough time in the day to be able to get the rest that I need. Especially when I'm factoring I need to go to the gym so I can put on a little bit of muscle. It doesn't work. Recently, I've tried to just not stream as often or try to put off videos as much as I can, but that doesn't really work, especially if you know YouTube. It doesn't, you kind of have to consistently be there. If you want to grow on Twitch, you have to consistently be there. So I've kind of just dedicated that this portion of my life, I'm going to say my early 20s, is just antisocial grinding. I've I don't want to say I'm inspired by people who tell their stories of like, man, when they were all going out to parties, I was in my room, I was tapped in on the game, I was editing videos, I was doing whatnot. That sounds lame to me, and to normal people that does sound lame in general. But I also have to factor in the fact that I'm not even getting invited to parties. These people are saying I was invited to parties, but I declined so I can keep my grind going. I'm I'm not even invited. My only option is to keep up the grind and to keep at it and to keep showing up, even if it's mediocre, even if it's bad. It's showing up that matters. I can't just skip a day. I saw a video today talking about how to grow with streaming, to grow on YouTube, it isn't about the effort you're putting in. It isn't about the like like just being like exaggerating and being big and being copying everyone else. It's about just showing up and doing what you do. And I've been doing that and I'm getting the results I need and I want. But oh my god, I'm so fucking tired. I was driving to work today and I was almost falling asleep on the road, and that was not a joke. I was inhaling chemical fumes that I should not have been inhaling. Um, just poured bleach down my sink, was not the best option, and I sat in the bathroom for way too long to thinking about what I should do. So I'm already woozy, I'm already daisy. I'm get to work, I'm throwing up, I'm not feeling good. But I didn't have an option. I didn't have a choice. I had to just grind. I had to just show up and be there and get my money. I have to just show up, be on the game, be entertaining, not really get money at this point, but just get the clips, get the content, get whatever. Just show up and be there. And I'm I'm okay with it because I don't have the social life to be able to like make plans with people and be like, oh, whatever, we got to do this, whatever. I have the time to do it, but I also have to factor in the fact that I need rest and need to have a day where I just don't fucking do that, you know? But I'm willing to make the sacrifice to be the great. I'm willing to make the sacrifice for I wouldn't say my mental health, but my physical health to just be present, get the opportunities I can, and put myself forward. And honestly, again, I'm getting the results I've been looking for, mainly on the Twitch side of things right now. I'm getting a lot more viewers, getting a lot more consistent viewers, a lot more returning viewers. And I really do appreciate it. I look at those numbers, I look at the active chatters, look at the active users, and I recognize the names, and it's so motivating seeing people not only return back, but like return back once, but continuously return back night after night. Because I'm streaming a lot more often, a lot longer as well, and seeing these names, it's so like motivational, so inspiring to keep me going. I just don't have a lot of gas in the tank, you know. The moral of this one really is that even though you do have a lot of success in your field because you're applying yourself as much as you can, you have to acknowledge the fact that you're a human being who just needs to take a minute sometimes. We weren't designed to continuously work at something day after day, hour after hour. We were just animals like to just roam. There's no grind when humans just evolved from whatever the fuck, you know. So you have to acknowledge just your biology needs time to just sit and relax. Today, I don't know if I'm gonna get that before I fall asleep. I'm gonna go eat and then we're gonna go. I'm gonna make a bunch of fucking videos, but that's okay with me. You know, I'm not the target audience for this message, although I should be. Again, take time for yourself. Even though you are on the grind, even though you are seeing the results you're seeing and you're wanting, you need to know that you need time to yourself and you need to just pump the brakes a little bit, recharge, so you can go full speed ahead. Thank you.